Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Martin here from Kodiak. Your favorite Chad from Poland is back. What's poppin', boys? Welcome back. So tonight, gentlemen, we're gonna talk about why women secretly dislike attractive men. And it sounds so ridiculous on paper, but guys, hear me out. It's a real paradox, but it's real. And I've experienced this many times throughout my life. And so if you're attractive and you're watching this, and you've noticed this trend with women, that, for some unknown reason, they're ignoring you. They're playing hard to get. They're playing all these games. They're acting like you're not there. And they're avoiding you. Well, guys, this happens for a reason. And I'm going to explain to you why that is in this exact video. So, guys, without further ado, let's get right to the video, okay? So, guys, point number one. Y'all have to understand that attractive men are going to trigger a lot of female insecurity. And boys, let's face it, as we all know, particularly if you're attractive and you've been around the block, you've talked to a lot of women in your life, you know, the guys, this is a fact. Women are not confident. They're incredibly insecure, especially around attractive men or men who are handsome. They don't know how to act. They don't know how to behave. Why? Because you're a different breed of a man. You're like a Ferrari, You're not a Toyota. You're a premium vehicle, right? And so these girls, they're not used to it, okay? And so when they're dealing with you, when they're talking to you, they're not going to be composed. They're not going to know how to keep their cool. They're always going to feel like you're going to judge them, that they're going to feel like they're not enough. And women play these stories in their mind all the time. And also, we have to talk about the fact that when you're attractive, women know subconsciously that you're always going to attract other women, no matter the case, okay? Which actually leads me to my next point, number two. And guys, women hate this. They absolutely abhor this, okay? This is so crazy to say it, but I mean, women hate options. They hate the idea that you have a lot of options, okay? Because it's almost like when you're attractive, it's almost like the whole script flips upside down, okay? Because usually, most of the time, women have most of the options. They have guys that are hitting them up. They want to sleep with them. They're always getting that, free validation from simps. Even average girls, bro. But with you, with an attractive guy, it's not the same. It's a different battlefield, okay? And now, it's like she has to work for your attention. Why? Because she knows that, there are 10 different women down the line that are talking to you. And that, rubs them the wrong way. Bro, I'm telling you, that's going to ruffle some feathers in a lot of these women. And so, guys, that's the bottom line. They're going to be jaded. They're going to be insecure. They're going to feel like they're not enough. They're going to think that you're never going to commit to them. And, in my opinion, this is like a boogeyman. Because I mean, on one hand, it works for you. But on the other hand, it's not a good thing. Because a lot of the really high quality women, they're not going to trust you. They will not be fond of the idea of being with you long term. Okay? And that's the bottom line. So they know that they're going to have to face a lot of stiff competition, bro. Particularly if she's noticed you with other women, bro. Oh my God, yeah, it's a very, very powerful emotion. Competition, bro, in my opinion, guys, if you're watching this and you want to get better with women, talk to as many women as you can. That's the best form of social proof you can have. That's the best lever, bro. Straight up. If you're talking to multiple women, you instantly raise your value. You're 10 times more attractive than you were before when you were talking to no girls. I'm telling you. So guys, I mean, you're basically the man when you have other women, okay? So a lot of women don't like that. They don't like the fact that they have to compete just to get you, okay? And they don't like the idea of you having options. So, but that's how it is. It's like the whole thing just reverses, bro. And now, this has to be said about this, guys. Because, I mean, all these points are tethered to some degree. You know, a lot of women know that when you're attractive, you know, now at this point, you get the leverage, bro. You have the power. Now, you know, if she gives you an attitude, if she's being a bitch, if she's being combative, if she's being aggressive, or if she's giving you a lot of, you know, mess for no reason, bro, you know, no, you can just drop her. And I think most women know it instinctively. I feel like it's subconscious. They don't even think about it. It just, you know, it just happens just like that in a snap. Okay, number 3, gentlemen, and this is a big one. Attractive men are usually labeled as players, quote unquote. And a lot of women don't like that. A lot of women think that you're just gonna sleep around, that you're just gonna, you know, gonna hump and dump, right? And that you're just gonna have your little fun time. You know, you're gonna have your little spin on the Ferris wheel, and they don't like it, bro. And so that's why they're not gonna be open to the idea of committing to you. Now, guys, okay, let's break it down here. Now, I mean, because someone might say, "Oh, Martin, you're bullshitting. Like, a lot of women will sleep with you." Yeah, but do not confuse the two. Like, you know, I mean, depending on the girl you're talking to, because women are like, I mean, just like us men, we're gonna have different phases. We're gonna be at different stages in our life, right? You know, really young women, of course, man, like they're gonna sleep, like they want to bang you, like they want to be banged, right? But as soon as, you know, some of these women turn 25, 26, 27, or, you know, 30, which, I mean, a lot of these, you know, red pill guys, they like to say, oh, you know, they hit I don't know what they call it, but it's like, now all of a sudden, bro, they're out the market. They're no longer, you know, in their prime years. They're a used product. Okay, I hate to put it like that, but you get the thing, you get the idea, right? And so these girls, they don't like the idea that you have options and that you're a player. Because, I mean, you know, back in the day, a lot of these girls, they were sleeping around. They were dating the Chads. They were, you know, dating, you know, the high school Chad, or, you know, the college, you know, A1 football player. All of them. Many of them, okay? And so they know that they're always going to have to, you know, fight to get you. Which a lot of women don't want it. A lot of women are not comfortable with that. They're going to be insecure around you. And they're just not going to know how to tackle it, bro. Because you're a different breed, again, okay? Okay, number 4. Again. And this is a really, really big point, guys. I'm sure this is going to, like, you know, resonate with a lot of you. A lot of women assume that attractive men have no depth. That means, you know, they're not skilled. They're not intelligent. They're stupid. They're just sleeping around. They think that we're Casanovas. They think that we're players. They think that we're, you know, womanizer. That we're womanizers, right? And, you know, they're going to think that we're socially inept. And so, and usually, guys, on top of it, you usually have all the girls, all her girlfriends, that jump on the bandwagon. They're gonna think that, they're gonna say to her, oh, you know, Jessica, Anna, you know, this guy, Martin, bro, he's not gonna be a good guy. He's gonna cheat on you. He's a player. He's arrogant, you know. He's full of himself. He's not a good guy. He's toxic. He's arrogant. And bro, like, women are gonna tell her these stories. And so, like, most women are not gonna be comfortable with that. And usually, like, and then, you know, they get that, you know, third-party validation that you're not a good guy. And so, which is why a lot of these girls, they don't settle down with an attractive guy. They usually go, you know, go for the easy option, the little dog who has a little bit of money, who's comfy. He's, you know, he's rubbing her all the time, right? You know, every now and then, if he's lucky, he's gonna get a little BJ, right? He buys her all the gifts, right? He's showering her with compliments, and she's having the time of her life. But she's not turned on by that. She's bored, you know, in a nutshell. And so when she's facing you, bro, like, you're a different breed, but that's a whole different story. But my point is, these women just don't know how to behave around you, okay? And they're not going to trust you. Because we attractive men, we're usually villainized in society. People think that we have this big ego, that we're pricks, that we're jerks, right? And so we have all these, not just women but men as well. They're gonna put labels on us, and it's almost like women instantly put you in that dangerous guy category right off the bat, bro. Without opening, you don't even have to open your mouth. She's gonna think that instinctively. It happens just like that, okay? Right away. You're not gonna be placed in that comfortable guy box, because she knows she has to work extra hard for you. Which guys, this kind of circles back to my initial point. Women hate competition, which is gonna be my last point. Women absolutely hate competing for men or for the guy they want to be with. Now, this is a two-way street, because some women, obviously, short term, they want to compete for the highest value guy, right? This happens a lot with these celebs, right? A lot of women want to sleep with a guy like, I don't know, Chris Brown or some A-list celebrity who's, at the top of his game. He's a powerhouse, right? But it's very superficial. It's very, has a very short shelf life. She just wants to, be dicked once, and that's it. Okay? And then you have the second guy who is the comfy guy. The guy who's really easy, he's predictable. He's not, stirring up her emotions, and she's bored with him. Everything is so monotonous, it's so boring, it's so lame, it's so dull. And, at some point, she's gonna leave that guy. She's gonna dump him with some guy who's actually able to arouse her emotions, which, this actually plays in our favor, because we attractive men, this happens naturally. Especially if you have a little bit of game, you're a little bit, witty, you're a little bit cocky, bro. Like, this is gonna happen naturally. Like, you're gonna be able, you're gonna have good game with women. It's gonna be so much easier for you. Like, I think attractive men don't need to have as much game compared to all these other guys, because we're attractive, right? We can turn her on instantly. But my point is, going back to what I was talking about, women hate competition long term. They hate it, especially once they get older. They would much rather go for the guy who's comfy. He's kind of open. He's like an open book. He's not difficult. He's kind of, he has a lot of, he can provide a lot, right? He's always going to be there for her. He's going to be emotionally available, and he's going to listen to her problems. He's going to listen to her bitching, and that's what women want. And so they know that with you, it's not going to work, okay? Because you're going to move on. And guys, a lot of women want to be in control. They want to have the power, okay? But with attractive guys, bro, it doesn't work. Unless he's a complete lame, he's a complete pussy, bro. Which, this happens. Sometimes you'll see this. You'll see like a really like an attractive guy who is a little bit of a pussy. He's not really, in his frame. He has no confidence, and the girl's just kind of stringing him along. She's basically using him. She's manipulating him. But that's his problem, okay? If he's being, played around, if he's, being kind of, if he's being, thrown on the deep end, bro, that's his fault. Okay, but anyway, women hate competition. They would much rather go for the Toyota than for the Ferrari, okay? And this is a big problem in society, because a lot of modern women, they want to have the Ferrari with a Toyota level of reliability. They want to have a guy who's 6 foot tall, he's 6'5", who's jacked. He looks like, I don't know, Ian Somerhalder. They want to have a guy, who pulls up in a Rolls Royce, but he's also going to be very, very reliable. He's always going to listen to her. He's going to be obedient like a little dog. He's going to be like a little puppy, she's going to drag him right around. He's always going to listen to her. But, it's not going to work. And so, guys, that's the bottom line. So, gentlemen, I think I'm going to wrap it up here. because it just started to rain and I'm freezing. So, gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. Please check out my Instagram account if you want to connect with me. And yeah, I wish y'all a beautiful day. Stay strong.